It's the golden rule of maths. So BODMAS, exponents or indices, then division, multiplication, and finally addition and subtraction. So 2 times 3 5 into 2. Addition plus multiplication will have 6 plus 5, which equals 6. But we could have done it. Then we know that we perform brackets first. It wasn't necessary here in A. In B, we have to perform division before the addition. So we might as well just enclose that division in brackets, which will give us 2. And then we're going to add 4, and that will give us 6. C, 5 plus 7 minus 2. Now this is all just addition and subtraction, so it doesn't matter which order you carry it out. Addition and subtraction are carried out. Plus 7 is 12, then minus 2 is 10. We could also said 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 plus 7 is 10. D would be 4 times 6 divided by 2. Now, according to BODMAS, we perform division before multiplication. So we could, if we wanted to, put brackets around 6 divided by 2. So that will be 4 times 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then 4 times 3 is 12. What we cannot do, 4 times 6 divided by 2 doesn't be 4 times. In every single one, we are going to perform brackets like the other questions. Yes, we expect brackets take absolutely everything. 5 is 8, and that equals 2 times 8 is 16. B, 6 divided by 2 plus 1. Again, brackets takes precedence over everything. So we calculate the brackets first, which is 3. So we'll have 6 divided by 3, which equals 2. 5 plus 7 minus 2. Again, the brackets doesn't really matter here because 5 plus 7 it's addition and subtraction. So the brackets really don't need to be there. Regardless, we can have 12 minus 2, which equals 10. D, 5 plus 7 minus 2, brackets first, so it'll give us 5. That's going to be 5 plus 5, which equals 10. Then we have E3 times bracket 4 divided by 2 again. We always perform brackets first. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then we multiply by 3. So then we have 3 times 2, which is 6. I'm going to leave the rest for you to do. Okay, for each of these, we need to put brackets in to make the answer true. So we need to get, for A, we have 3 times 4 plus 1 equals 15. This is the answer that we need. So we need to place brackets here such that we get 15. Now, if we don't have brackets here and we just carry this out, we know that multiplication, we've only got multiplication and addition here. So if we carry this out as we read it, we're going to perform multiplication first, which is going to be 3 times 4 is 12. Then we add 1, and that gives us 13. But we want 15. That's what we're looking for. So we have to put brackets in here because the brackets are going to change the order of precedence. It's going to change how we approach the problem. So 3 times 4 plus 1 equals 15. If we want 15 out of this, 3 times what will give us 15? We know that 3 times 5 will give us 15. So we're going to put brackets around 4 plus 1. So 3 times 4 plus 1 changes the order of precedence. Give us 3 times 5, which equals 15. Okay, 6 divided by 2 plus 1 equals 4. If we perform the division first, as we should, because division comes before, we've got division and addition here. So division comes before addition. So we would perform 6 divided by 2 first, which will be 3, and then we add 1, and that'll give us 4. So as it's written is how you would actually carry out the order of operations. So we can just put the brackets around the division. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 6 divided by 2 plus 1 equals 2. If we carry out the order of operations as it stands, again, division comes before addition. So if we carry this out as it stands, 6 divided by 2 will be 3, and then 3 plus 1 equals 4. But we don't want 4, we are looking for 2. So we need to put brackets here such that we are going to get 2 as our answer. So we have to change the order of precedence. 6 divided by what will give us 2? We know that 6 divided by 3 will give us 2, so we put the brackets around 2 plus 1. So that'll be 6 divided by 3, which equals 2. I'm going to leave the rest of the exercise for you to do. If you have any problems, please let me know and we can go through it in class. And I'm going to leave question 4 for you to do. I'll do a couple on question 5. So 3 different dice give scores of 2, 3, 5. We are required to add a division sign, a multiplication sign, addition or subtraction sign to make each calculation work. So we have 2, 3, 5, and we need to get 11 out of this. If we put addition signs all the way here, 2 plus 3 will give us 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So that's not going to give us 11. We want 11 out of this. So if we're not really going to put a division sign, because if we put a division sign here, 2 divided by 3 is going to give us 2/3. If we put the division sign here, we're going to get 3/5. We've got a whole number over here, so introducing fractions is not going to give us a whole number. So we're not going to do that either. If we put a plus sign between 3 and 5, and a multiplication sign between 2 and 3, remember that according to BODMAS, the multiplication takes precedence over addition. So we could also just put brackets around that if you like. Multiplication before addition, so 2 times 3 is 6, then we add 5 and we get 11. So the operations that we're going to have will be 2 times 3 and then we're going to add 5. Okay, so 2, 3 and 5 must give us 16. If let's say we multiply 2 times 3 again. If we put a plus sign, if we put a multiplication sign between 2 and 3, then an addition sign between 3 and 5, we get the same thing as 8. That's clearly, we know it's going to give us 11, so that's not going to work. If we put a plus sign again, between all of them, we're going to get 5 plus 5 is 10, that doesn't give us 16. If we put a multiplication sign, 2 times 3 is 6 times 5 is 30, that's too much, we want 16, so that's not going to work. If we put a plus sign between 2 and 3 and a multiplication sign between 3 and 5, then again, according to BODMAS, we carry out the multiplication first, so we might as well put brackets around that. That'll be 2 plus 3 times 5 is 15. Close, it's 17, but it's not 16. So that's not going to work. we are going to use multiplication and addition, then 3 plus 5 will give us 8, and then we're going to multiply by 2 to get 16. But this isn't enough. We also need to use brackets, because if we use brackets, then this will give us an answer of 16. If we do not use brackets, then we are going to get back to this answer of 11, because without brackets, 2 times 3, the multiplication is carried out first, which will give us 6. Then we add 5, that gives us 11. But if we add brackets around the 3 plus 5, brackets take precedence over every other operation. So we'd carry out the 3 plus 5 first to give us 8, then multiply by 2, and that will give us 16. 2, 3, 5 will give us 17. We actually did this already without realizing it. 3 times 5 will give us 15, and then we add 2 to the answer. So if we put brackets around 3 times 5, we don't have to, because multiplication will take precedence over addition. We'll have 2 plus 15, which will give us 17. Even if we didn't put the brackets in, we would still get 17, because we have to carry out the multiplication first before we carry out the addition. The last one, I'll leave E and F for you all to do. 5, 3, 2, and that must give us 4. If we multiply 5 times 3, we get 15, and if we add or subtract 2, we're not going to get 4. If we add 5 and 3, we're going to get 8. Adding 2 and minusing 2 will not give us 4. But if we subtract 3 from 5, this will give us 2. And then if we add 2, 2 plus 2 will give us 4. Again, we do not need brackets here. If you do want to use brackets, because addition and subtraction are carried out simultaneously, you can just add 5, subtract 3 from 5. 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Or we can say 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 minus 3 is 4. If you want to be safe, put the brackets around 5 minus 3 so that you carry out 5 minus 3 first and then add 2. But it doesn't matter in this case. I'm going to leave E and F for you all to do. I want you to also do 6 on your own. And I want you to try number 7 on your own as well, and number 8.